It's time to add some spice to your nooner. Nooner funny. This is the place where big-time guests, bold opinions, and little cute doggies come together. This is Rothman and Ice.
Sponsored by Pella Columbus, the #1 rated windows and doors in Columbus.
So where's the office, back at division? In the office, baby. Going up.
Sounds the way I hydraulic my seat
to get up
here in the studio. Sounds exactly like that.
Boom,
Welcome
roasted
in.
greaser.
So happy to have you along for the ride. Rothman and Ice, Adam King 10 TV, 2-a-days for him. Had him in yesterday, and he's back for more. Good to see you.
I got to tell you, I may only work on Fridays from here on out. It's just hard not to get excited with that intro.
Thank you.
I love it. I went and watched on YouTube just that portion because I hate to tell you this. I did listen to you guys one day when I wasn't working, and it was painful. But I heard that, and I thought, I got to go listen to that again on YouTube. It gets you excited, you know? Doesn't it get you excited, TLC?
Get you warmed up a little bit.
Hell yeah.
Whoa. That's a lot to come in with. That was a little too much. Let's tone that down.
What did I say yesterday? Yeah. Or something like that.
Yeah, we asked you if you had some numbers or for a story for the NFL.
Yeah.
It was a great tease. It was like, yeah. It was a great tease.
Yeah.
So I've got you in here. You said something about an over-under of arrival. The over crushed.
It did.
Yeah.
It did.
It was an 11:45 arrival. You got here about 11:56.
Let me tell you something.
So.
The show started at noon. I was here and ready to rock. And that's all that matters. That's what matters.
Really all
who
that matters?
Shows up. It's not about
a warm body.
Yeah, who shows up for warm-ups at a football game doesn't matter. As long as you're there for the first snap, that's what people talk about, all right?
That's right. The light goes on.
I've always said stretching's not worth it.
Yes, stretching is very overrated.
Mm-hmm.
We have Ohio State football talk. We've got predictions. We've got overs and unders. We've got CFP party crashers potentially. Jensen Lewis final hour. We'll toss some chin music. Get into the All-Star snubs and things like that. Deep dive. We got 20 days to a Hall of Fame game. So we got a lot to get to today. Right before we came on the air, you were showing me a video of a Magic golf club that is a real golf club, I guess.
Yeah, people use it. It like fires off the golf ball. You just press a button. And boy, if you thought using, chapstick on the driver was cheating, imagine going to Jack's course. And Vaseline on the driver. Imagine going to Jack's course and just firing up that thing. Excuse me, I'm on the third hole.
I don't see the real purpose of it. What kind of satisfaction can you get by? I mean, I've gone to like scrambles where they'll hire a guy that has that what they call the cannon.
Okay.
You know, it's like a little mini bazooka, and you walk up in a scramble, and let's say you're on a long par 4 or something like 400 yards, and pay the charity some money, and then you get to put this bazooka on your shoulder, and he'll help you aim it, and then you launch it all the way to the green, and that's where you'll be putting from.
Oh,
I've seen that before.
That I would like on every hole. If we could do that, I say, and I guess that's why I need this machine, this little club, because that just sounds amazing. Can you imagine having an eagle putt on every hole? That's the dream. Who wants to be...
What kind of satisfaction can you get out of this, though?
I'll tell you what. When I shoot at 48 on a golf course, there'll be a lot of satisfaction.
All right. You show up with that thing.
Yes.
Here we go, boys.
Exactly. Let's ride.
This is not any... I mean, that's new, but remember in Caddyshack back, 55 years ago or whatever, Rodney Dangerfield had the putter. It was a gift from Albert Einstein, or kind of targeted up. Yes, go. Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Pull the trigger. So would you rather have something that helps you hit a golf ball 300 yards or a magic putter that...
Magic putter. I will say, if I could have a magic putter, I could cut 12 strokes off my golf game. I putt like a man who has never putt. Every time I stand over the golf ball, it's like I've never done this before in my life.
Does it really matter if you're getting to the green in like 8 or 9, though?
Well, you know what? I hear that shooting a 200 is more exciting than 300. You get home not in 8 hours. I didn't know. Some people play golf in 4 hours. They don't get to see the whole course, though. That's the problem.
Appreciate you being along for the ride, bud.
Hey, I want you to know that I'm only here because of Cole. It has nothing to do with you. But I wanted to spend some time with TLC.
This is our trial run for when we're going to be in a 3-hour car ride together one day. We're going to see if we can stand each other for 3 hours.
Not a chance.
Yeah.
Not a chance. I can't stand the man. He's so competitive. He's the kind of guy that if we went to a county fair together, he would want to play every game until he won them all. I have no doubt.
Oh, I would totally beat you in the license plate game on that drive.
See, I mean,
License plate game.
yeah, you never play the license plate
No,
game?
which one is that?
Well, there's two. There's the alphabet license plate game where you got the first letter, you got to find an A and then a B and then a C. And then there's
in the
50
car.
states.
I thought you were talking about. My bad.
Yeah, come on. Cole and I are on a different level here.
We're doing a callback to yesterday.
Sorry, I blacked out when you guys started talking.
Yeah,
about
it
something
makes sense. I apologize. You know what? I welcomed Cole into this conversation. I shouldn't have done that. That's on me, and I apologize. It won't happen again.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't know he wanted to be involved in the discussion, Mr. Helper.
No, he's what are you, an intern?
Yeah, he's a glorified intern.
No, I don't have it.
We have so the American Taylor Fritz put up a good fight against Carlos Alcaraz. Did not win. If you heard in the update, he had 2 set points in the 4th set breaker, lost them both, and then lost. So he's gone. The best American male is out, and now we have Sinner against Joker here in the second semifinal, and Joker is a severe underdog, maybe almost a little too much at almost 2-1. But I think we're going to get that epic final that everyone wants again, the one from the French Open, and then the repeat here with Sinner and Alcaraz. So a lot of fun. I don't know why Fritz, I don't know where tennis has gone at Wimbledon because not enough guys volley. They don't go into the net, and he just refuses to get in there. And he's a tall kid. He'd be tough to pass if he could get some approach shots that mean anything. I know it's against Alcaraz, but when you're playing a severe favorite, you've got to put some pressure on him. And even on match point, he had a good first serve, kind of a floater return past the service line. And I was like, take that and go in. And he didn't, and it backfired. And these big dudes, they got to rely on their serve and their ground strokes. And when you're playing a guy like Alcaraz, that's a tough task. But I was sad for him because I thought this was a great chance for him to get into a Grand Slam final. But here we are.
I talked to Robert Cash and J.J. Tracy earlier this week. They played in Wimbledon last week in the doubles. And I went to my producer, one of our producers, and I said, hey, I want to do the story. And he said, okay, what's Wimbledon? I said, what do you mean, what's Wimbledon? He said, I don't know what Wimbledon is. What sport is that? I said,
who said that?
One of the producers at 10 TV.
Okay, this is getting... I mean, I'll give my boy Matty a little bit of a break that he didn't know where Wimbledon was.
It's even insane.
But it's all right. That one's not a crushing blow, but to not have heard of it?
And like somebody turned around and they whipped their chair around and they said, well, it's like if you don't follow golf, but you know what the Masters is. You know, you don't have to be a major fan. If you're not a big NASCAR fan, you know what the Daytona 500 is. I mean...
It's where Ryan Baker spring breaks as an adult.
You know what? Good for Baker. I like to imagine him just on the beach, just 9 beers deep, living his best life.
You got most of that right, except the locale. It's 9 beers deep, but not at the beach, but at Hooters.
Oh, okay.
So
all right.
You were close.
Do they have sand there as well?
They'll get you some.
They'll get you some
don't
sand?
Want some? They'll get you some.
I thought Hooters was going out of business.
Ryan has a map to the Stars' homes, and he also has a map to all the Hooters. They're still left in this fine country.
Is it one of those challenges he's trying to
visit
get to all the Hooters?
And see if the wings and burgers are the same at every one.
Yeah.
It's a ranking system.
That's a good thing. It's all about, I hear they have great
so
wings.
Let's get back to this. You had a TV producer.
Well, yeah, and I won't name names.
That's okay. We didn't identify the girl that cut me off.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually,
we did it off the air.
Yeah.
Coming in out of
I did get double confirmation on that, by the way. I'll tell you more.
Okay, and what did that person say? You don't have to name the name, but what was the response?
They were very late. They were very, very late. Did not expect
a car coming out of the driveway of the normal exit.
You know, they were whipping in, and the best part is on that day when I called them and we were poking a little fun, not in a great mood that day. But it turns out it was not us. Just not a great day. So then in retrospect, there was a lot of laughs.
Let me ask you this. Did this person remember?
100%.
Okay. So they knew they almost clipped me.
The second I said it, they were like, that's who that was? That's bad.
I'd like to meet this person.
You know what? It's Cole. He's right there.
No. I know when Cole arrives.
Cole,
and
what do you
leaves.
drive?
Honda CRV.
What's your license plate?
No thanks.
What's your home address?
No thanks.
Okay.
He drives a Cavalier. It's red.
I
Don't know
could
if that
see.
turns you on.
I could see him out there, and you seem like the kind of guy that would have a Jeep with no doors.
No, that would be Nicole. You got you're close. She got the doors
She has
on.
the doors.
Yeah,
But she definitely would take those off.
She does.
Wow.
Hey,
Jeez. She has the doors, but she would definitely take them off. All right. There you go. You walked right into that one.
Alrighty then.
That's right. All right. We're getting going
on that.
We'll save that. All right. We're coming back. There's this. This is going right into the segue. They always do say bigger is better. So why is everyone freaking out about a certain sporting event? We'll tell you next. Rothman and Ice and the Fan.
We know everything about you. We know you love the Buckeyes. We know you love the Jackets. We know you're wearing a red shirt. Just freak the hell out of someone. The Fan.
Lanny went to college and racked up huge debt.
A little bit over $100,000.
For a degree he couldn't use, now what?
I had a friend that went to my computer career.
They even helped him get hired immediately after graduation.
One of the things I love about IT is that you can work from anywhere you want.
You could become an IT pro in just months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI with zero experience at mycomputercareer.edu. My Computer Career, an elite CompTIA certification partner.
It worked for me, and I know it can work for you.
This is one student's experience. Individual results vary.
No matter where you are, Coughlin is there, in store or online. CoughlinCars.com. 13 new car brands, over 1,000 pre-owned vehicles, 16 convenient locations for sales, service, and parts, plus 4 state-of-the-art collision centers. CoughlinCars.com. Shop locally owned, CoughlinCars.com. Coughlin has the car for you.
Breaking news coming in from Bet365, and it's no surprise. Same game parlay from Bet365 just keeps getting better.
Well, it's even easier to make a bet. Choose from the most popular markets like hits, run line, totals, and home runs. So many to choose from.
Download the app, start building your bet, and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. T&Cs apply.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone for Window Nation. Did you know their co-founders are Ohio natives? Yeah. Window Nation has been replacing windows in the Columbus region for over 15 years. Not only does Window Nation know what windows work best for Ohio homeowners like you, they're also local to the area. And right now, you can take advantage of Window Nation's biggest sale of the year. Get 50% off all window styles, plus 0 interest for 5 whole years. You heard that right. With Window Nation, you won't pay any interest until 2030. Plus, they'll install your new windows in 1 day or less, so you can get back to your daily routine right away. Personally, I wouldn't procrastinate. You don't want to wait on this deal. It's a trustworthy company like Window Nation, getting your windows in 1 day or less. 50% off all window styles now, plus 0 interest until 2030 with Window Nation. Call them up, 866-90NATION, or visit windownation.com to get your free quote on replacement windows. 866-90NATION or windownation.com. And tell them T-Bone sent you.
For over 78 years, our family's been part of your love stories. At Diamond Seller, we offer bigger diamonds, better prices, and timeless designs for every chapter of your life. From your first yes to your forever I do, trust the jeweler who knows diamonds best. Visit Diamond Seller today.
Delaware County Veterans Services is ready to help you access VA benefits, emergency financial assistance, dental and medical grants, transportation, and more. Give Delaware County Veterans Services a call, 740-833-2010 to schedule an appointment.
Join Timmy Hall for Buckeye Replay this Saturday at 1. All the back and classic games in Ohio State football history.
Sponsored by Weber Grills.
This week, Ohio State kicks the crap out of Wisconsin in the 2014 Big Ten title game. The Fan.
Got a teen athlete? Then you know putting in the hours is all part of the game. But did you know the same goes for learning how to drive? Because just like playing a sport, learning to drive takes practice. The only difference is the stakes are even higher. 50 hours of practice time driving with you? Worth every minute. Gear up at teachyourteentodrive.ohio.gov.
Imagine what it would feel like getting tackled head-on by a 240-pound linebacker. You'd be in serious pain, right? But if you're unbuckled in a car crash At just 50 miles an hour, you become a deadly projectile that can slam into other passengers with 8 times that amount of force. Don't let someone else take the hit. Buckle up and visit buckleup.ohio.gov to learn more. Brought to you by ODOT and ODPS.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Happy Friday, everybody. We will see another summer-like afternoon as those temperatures get into the low 90s, but it will still be humid with mostly sunny skies and minimal chances of showers and thunderstorms. It'll be a lot more isolated today. Mostly clear skies tonight and lows in the 70s. And then for Saturday, we'll see temperatures getting into the low 90s. The humidity still building in and plenty of sunshine with a better chance of showers and storms the second half of the day. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with your 10 weather impact forecast.
Bet365, the official online sports book of Rothman and Ice. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Like Yoda, Rothman will limp onto the golf course, talk about how stiff his back is, wonder how he can even make it through a hole, and then proceed to kick your ass. You're listening to Rothman and Ice.
Best sporting events. Where's March Madness for you?
It's definitely up there. As an event.
Ahead of the Super Bowl?
As an entirety event.
If I told you 1 year.
You only get one?
You couldn't watch one. What do you bump off the board? World Series, NBA Finals.
Oh, World Series can be bumped
bump
up.
it?
Yeah.
Okay.
For March. Yeah. I will say the only thing that's nice about March Madness over something like the Super Bowl, and football is my number one, basketball is my number two, is the idea that it's a month-long thing. If you're telling me I can't watch one Sunday game, but I can watch the entire season, and somebody can tell me who won, it's going to be painful. But if you're telling me I can't watch the number one story in the sporting world for a month straight, that's tough. That's painful.
It also is painful because regular season football is pretty damn awesome.
Yes.
Also, and playoffs.
Yes.
It would suck to not see the Super Bowl.
That's
I can't imagine. Well, I honestly can't even imagine like having a lifestyle where I know people work on Sundays. There are people that do that can't watch the game. I can't imagine anybody that truly wanted to watch it couldn't somehow, but that would be a tough one. As far as March Madness goes, and this is the reason I'm bringing this up, is that there are a lot of people out there that have heard this expansion of the NCAA basketball tournament from 68 to either 72 or 76 and are like panicked. Like, it's almost like I start to feel like, why would this affect it so much to the point where people would say it would ruin it? We've already... I mean, the 64 to 68 was strange. The first four was strange. I remember the first year we were talking about the bracket. And how are we going to do the bracket? How's this going to happen? Wait, you got to pick those games too? And then you realize it was, no, you're feeding them in wherever you're feeding them in, and the bracket starts then.
And you know what? I like the first four. It starts the tournament a little quicker. It's not a game that you've picked, but it's... it typically ends up with at least one good game. Heck, probably the best finish in the whole tournament happened in the first four this past year. In the 16 versus 16.
There were 282 Division I basketball programs in 1985 when the tournament grew to 64 teams.
Okay.
Last season, there were 364 D1 programs feeding into a 68-team tourney. That's a pretty massive leap that 85 did versus what happened last season or into 68. I don't care either way, honestly.
I don't think it's possible. What are they talking? 76 now? Is that the number?
72, 76.
Okay. So you're telling me that 4 or 8 more teams are going to ruin this beautiful thing? No, it's not possible. You could put 100 teams in it, and guess what? It's going to be just as fun. Do I think it'll maybe dent the regular season a little bit?
Oh,
it
further dilutes it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to get into a world, certainly for a lot of teams, where the tournament is a gimme. Almost like Ohio State football right now with the 12-team playoff. Something has to go horribly wrong for the Buckeyes not to make a 12-team playoff or, in the future, a 16-team playoff. there's going to be some schools out there, a Michigan State, a Duke, where they are going to just be guaranteed a spot if we go to 78 or 76 or 74. But that's okay, because it also, if you're in Columbus, it's more of an opportunity for the Buckeyes to get back in. And that's one thing that's been missing from the tournament for the past few seasons.
I don't think anybody, there is still some massive achievement in, quote, getting into the big dance. Like you want it. There's a line of demarcation. There is for coaches. Absolutely. You don't think Jake feels pressure to get in?
No, I do, but I sometimes think...
I'm not even talking about advancing right now.
No, I think that's almost an arbitrary... they don't hand out trophies for making the tournament. Maybe they do. Maybe they hand it you get a little...
They hand out banners to make a Final Four.
Yes. But I just feel like we have made that too big of a deal. I think if you asked a Buckeye fan, if you could make the next 3 NCAA tournaments or make one Sweet 16, they would say the next 3 NCAA tournaments. I think I'd rather take one Sweet 16. I'd rather...
You're adding results in, which is easy to kind of then say now that you would sacrifice 3 to get to advance a couple rounds and to get that feeling of a Sweet 16. Probably so. If you took a poll and said, hey, you can be a part of it, but know you're going to lose and get bounced, well, then all of a sudden you're taking all the hypothetical out of it.
That's true. I guess that's a good point. Because every time you make it, there is the dream scenario where you are the UConn of that year. You go on the run.
The beauty is not knowing. The beauty is of maybe you could pull an upset. It's a one-and-done thing. Enlarging the tournament, the argument is that it's making less of an achievement of getting in, and it dilutes already a pretty watered-down regular season college basketball. There are a lot of games. Some nights, sometimes you have some big matchups. They've put in the analytics of quads and things like that and how important these games are when it comes to getting your resume where it needs to be. But I guess if the argument is don't expand because that would make fewer regular season games actually carry consequence, I'm not going to go. I'm not dying on that hill. It already is somewhat. We're already dealing with that's a great game. This is a great game. A lot of it, and most of this happens during football season anyway.
Yeah.
So it's already going to play second fiddle to that. The more complicated completing the bracket becomes, I think, is where people really are getting crazy about this.
I don't understand the stress of it all when the idea very simply comes from the fact that 64 teams is already so many teams.
Absolutely.
It's so many teams.
That's the point.
Yeah. This one, it's 72 teams. So you think that we're at 68 right now.
That's what I'm saying. It's not like they're doubling it. I saw this and I'm like, oh my. By the way, is it really that great at 68? It took us a while to even get used to the first 4.
Yeah.
That we thought that wasn't a big deal. Now everyone, we love it. You just said it starts the week early. You don't have to wait till Thursday. It's just more sporting events, more games.
That's the funny part of all of this is that you're getting more basketball. You're getting more competitive basketball for the month of March.
I think the operative word you just said was competitive. If you said to me you're adding 4 or 5 games of the regular season that don't mean anything, that'd be one thing. But you'd be adding them to a single elimination tournament where there's chance for upsets. And by the way, here's the other thing. This tournament has been built on one word, Cinderella. Mm-hmm. One word. And now all of a sudden, if you're adding 4 or 6 more...
I don't think that Cinderella is a word. I don't. Okay. I think that's a name.
It's a person.
I don't.
A thing, a place, a character.
You can't. If this is what you can't use a noun here. That's
okay.
It's not a word. I apologize.
Okay, I'm sorry.
We're probably gonna have to shut the show down and restart.
It's a thing.
It's a person.
Fairy tale. It's a fictional person.
But there's still a person. Harry Potter is still a person.
It's fictional. If you're going to get on me that it's not a word, then I'm going to come right back at you and say probably not a real person.
Well, there might be someone out there named Cinderella.
We're talking about the Cinderella.
The Cinderella?
Yeah.
The one that lost the slipper.
The pumpkin, the carriage, the whole thing.
The whole 9 yards. Okay,
all right. The Jeep with the doors blown off.
I'll give it to you. Well done.
Hell yeah.
That's your second time using that word, sir. Can we clean up?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, can we clean it up?
Heck yeah.
What is this?
Grandparents listen to this show, all right?
I'm sorry. Mima, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Aunts, uncles, peepaws.
Yeah.
Go to an Ohio State game, Mima.
Yeah, Mima getting another shout out. She's a star on the radio. What
First
can I
since
say?
2003.
She's a star. I will say you're exactly right, though. It's built on the idea of one team being able to just go on an unbelievable run that hooks everybody in.
Or at least a run of some kind.
And
you don't even have to win it all.
And with that, guess what? Now you get 8 more teams that have the opportunity to do that. And also, what I think the biggest thing with all of this is it's not 8 more clinched bids, automatic bids. It's at large. You're talking about 8 more from the actual big conferences getting the opportunity to get in there and make a difference. I think that matters. Do I think Ohio State last year struggled in a lot of ways? Yes. Do I think if you put them in the tournament that they could have tried to win a game, maybe 2? Yeah. Maybe 3. Maybe 4.
They could have tried to win.
Could have been 5. I don't know how many it'll take to win a national title.
6.
Now. It'll take 6 now?
Yeah. Unless you're in the first 4, then it'll be 7.
No. But with the new system, it could be 8. You could need 8 wins.
No, they would just add one. They wouldn't add another round. They would just add more play-in games.
Okay. All right.
That's why I don't know what the panic is.
Yeah.
I don't know what
Who are you taking in? Are you taking more power conference teams, or are you taking the second best team from a mid-major?
No, you're taking in more power conference teams.
Well, I'm taking in more teams that are qualifying under their criteria.
Yeah, you're not adding any more automatic bids. Yeah, then that's
no, not automatic bids, but I'm just saying we have this discussion now for like last 4 in, first 4 out, and you're taking a bunch of teams that are finishing 9th in their power conference over teams that are finishing 2nd in their mid-major, and depending on where you stand on that, you might be like, well, why do we have to take these teams that aren't even top 8 in their conference?
Well, then you get in the room and you argue that.
Well, they won't let me in the room.
Well, that makes sense. But I'll say this.
The room is open now, though. They're not doing it.
The doors are closed. They need to blow those doors off.
The doors have been blown off.
Oh, my gosh.
Because they decided to table this thing again, which may be a good thing. But growing March Madness, the point is March Madness doesn't need to be grown anymore. But on the reverse side of it, it's not like this is the worst idea ever. Like, there have been worse ideas than adding 4 or 6 teams to an already 64-team field.
I have worse ideas at least 8 times a day.
You have a lot of bad ideas. This was the best bad idea we have by far.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of basketball and the tournament, Rothman and Ice is going to be live from the Shot next Tuesday.
Wow.
Exclusive access.
Join us.
To the summer workouts. No, you can't join us physically. You can join us on the stream and you can listen.
Yeah.
Reed says
gonna
join
have
us.
Go, great.
Says, come on aboard.
Cole's going to have people lined up.
Launch a 3.
Yeah.
No, like
I won't even be there.
So we'll have Coach Jake on and some players and some former great players. It's going to be Rothman and Ice live from Buckeye Basketball Summer Camp.
How'd you guys pull that?
Well,
wow. Did you finally walk in and say, my name's Anthony Rothman, give me my due credit?
Nope.
You're halfway correct.
I did not. What's the half? Which half?
You did walk up to Jake Diebler and say, my name's Anthony Rothman.
Yeah. I think he was aware, but then we hatched it.
Whoa.
Well, you know what?
No, I mean,
Whoa.
No.
That's a gong. That's a gong.
I will say.
I think you knew who I was.
No,
I love it because it's just like Joe Burrow introducing himself to all these refs and everybody.
I did reintroduce myself.
You got
that is
to,
true.
you know?
We come back in 2 minutes. Ohio State football. We transfer to that. When and if will they face adversity this season? Rothman and Ice on the Fan.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone. I went through it a while back. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that ad on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The key ingredient is something called Tesnor, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again, at work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text. Text HOT to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful Fed incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast, absolutely free. Text HOT to 42424. That's HOT to 42424.
Products and statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or illness.
Do you have 3 ex-wives and your current trophy wife wants a life insurance policy 3 times the size of the policies you had to purchase for your previous mistakes? If so, you need to call Big Lou at Term Provider, 800-777-1225. Big Lou is intimately familiar with your problems, and if you're 50 or 60 years old and in reasonably good health, a $1 million policy should only cost about $100 to $200 per month. Big Lou may have a solution for your previous policies as well. You may even save enough money to lighten the load on your new $1 million policy. Remember, call Big Lou. He's like you, except he's only on number 2. Call Term Provider at 800-777-1225. That's 800-777-1225. For $1 million in term life insurance that you can live with. Call Big Lou at 800-777-1225. 800-777-1225.
Rothman and Ice is sponsored by your local Pella Window and Door showroom on Gemini Parkway. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Anthony's tennis shorts were so tight, they had to pixelate his crotch. You're listening to Rothman and Ice.
Up there, that logo that says NCAA, there's not a more worthless brand in sports. There's not a more mistrusted brand in all of sports than the logo that says NCAA. Because the people who rule for that body, they look like clowns much of the time as a body, even if I know and you know, we know people who represent the organization and have wonderful careers. But when they convene and they act in the name of NCAA, they get it wrong more often than not. So they're going to screw this up. It's an iconic event, brand, the Final Four, March Madness, the big dance, all of that. And they're not smart enough to leave it alone.
It's not going anywhere, Mike. I like Wilbon. I think it's a hard take, but there hasn't been any serious expansion for 40 years. When it went from 32 to 64, and now he's acting like protecting the 68 is the greatest tradition in the history of sports. The bracket's going to be, and from my understanding, and I don't know because they haven't done anything, it would still be a 64-team bracket. You'd have some playing games. Yeah. You'd have a little more of a playoff to get in. Like you said, more meaningful games, more competitive games, more teams that would have a chance that didn't.
More games to make money. And at the end of the day,
more chances to meet Cinderella.
More chances to meet Cinderella.
Get the doors blown off.
There you go.
And I feel like the fact that he went so, first of all, those are two different arguments.
I was going to say.
The NCAA, what? They're not allowed to make money, but everybody else is? Well, like, it's to me, it's the NCAA probably would approve an expansion to 72 or 76. Maybe. They've tabled it now. Who knows? And if it's still a 64-team bracket and it's kind of the same vibe, but you're adding some more competitive basketball prior to playoff to get in, then I don't know why this complete and utter everyone holding up the big T for tradition right now.
Rothman, back when they first started the NCAA tournament, I think you were covering it. Yeah. How many teams was it?
Okay. First of all, we're on a first name basis here. Secondly, I think I was always there at 64.
You were always there at 64? Yeah. Even back
I was
when
not
Naismith?
At the 32. I am on the Naismith voting committee, though.
Oh, there you go. I didn't know that. Yeah. How you get that vote?
Naismith vote.
Wow.
Carry on.
You know what you should do every year is just vote for one random player. Just one guy that he'll be somewhere at the end of the season and they'll be like, hey, we don't know how to tell you this. You got to vote for the Naismith Award. And he plays.
Listen, membership has its privileges at the Atlanta Tip-Off Club, sir.
Hey-o. You know, sometimes I just think one day I'd love to be Anthony Rothman. It must
just
be
the tip-off club.
Just
and it's going to be, we have a pretty good time. I don't know how the bracket will be built. This is the hardest question to answer. 60 of the 68 teams receive what amounts to a bye into the main bracket of 64. If you went to a 76-team field, only 52 would receive that bye. So, too many numbers, but some would argue for that bottom 24 automatic qualifiers to play their way into an eventual field of 64. I really don't know where this is going, but it's not going to ruin it.
Can I say something?
Go ahead, sir.
If you're upset about all that, have a better season. I hate that argument. Oh, well, now it's hurting the other 15, 16 teams. We're arguing over the bottom 16 and the more bottom 16 trying to get into the tournament. It's just more basketball. At the end of the day, if you don't want it to change, just go out there and be one of the top 24 teams, get one of those top 6 seeds, and be happy, and don't complain.
This is what Joe Lenardi says. He says doubling the number of bids on each of those lines, 10, 11, and 12, gets us to 76 teams. Put them in Tuesday, Wednesday triple headers. We'd have a truly attractive TV product, better than, say, Alabama State and St. Francis, PA. And you use the 25 tournament as an example. You add the next 8 bubble teams, as you mentioned, or as Rhymes mentioned, and to the bracket, and you would produce something that's not bad for an opening round of the 10, 11, and 12 seeds.
Here's the problem, and I feel like so often we get into this argument with traditionalists look at what
he slipped on the grass. Try to stay focused.
He's very hurt. He looks hurt.
He's
fine.
He'll be okay.
He'd be okay.
They're playing on grass, not asphalt.
Well, I don't know. His knee popped. I didn't know your knee could go that way. All right.
The government. Yeah. I was like, what happened there?
Squirrel. I was just updating Wimbledon for our listeners who were in the car. They didn't get a chance to see.
And I will tell you, if he rolled back the tape, that play-by-play may have been the worst in the history of sports. Because, A, we didn't know what you were talking about, who it was, where it was, and what sport it was. I think it just was like, oh, look, he slipped. Like, could have been somebody in the hallway.
People are driving in their car. They have no idea what in the world just happened. Continue on with Wimbledon. It's fine. Back to NCAA tournament. When you look at these
some grass stains on his white shorts.
That's brutal. Why do they wear white on green grass? I know it looks nice, but it ruins. I mean, it just
they don't anticipate falling down.
Well, who does anticipate falling down?
Well, Boris Becker, he was diving all the time back in the 80s.
Okay. Ridiculous. Back to the NCAA tournament. I'm sorry that Cole got us sidetracked there with the guy slipping. The intern got us off.
Now that was good. You missed it.
How's that for
totally
revenge?
Missed it.
What did he say?
I said, go ahead.
He interrupted you, but then he said, go ahead.
He knows.
The NCAA tournament presents an opportunity for more viewership and more money for people to enjoy more games. And that, at the end of the day, is all that matters.
But the money's not for the people who are supposed to be enjoying the game.
Money for people.
That's not.
I don't play golf.
At the end of the day,
money against people.
At the end of the day, the people that are in these rooms, all they're thinking is, do you think that people would watch Ohio State play Nebraska for the 9th time this year? Yeah. Okay, then let's do it.
Yeah.
Let me give.
Who outside of Columbus and Lincoln are saying?
If you put it on a Tuesday at noon in March Madness time, it'll be on every TV in America.
The only people that truly would hate this, would be bosses, owners of companies, of employees that are more distracted and they lose more focus during that time.
Teachers, too.
Here's Joseph Lenardi. I'll give him the final word. He says.
He's not here. He gets the final word?
Well, he writes. Well, the guy picks the tournament every year pretty well.
Okay, all right. That's fine.
He's looking at the overall product. I don't love the cumbersome opening round required by 76 or even 72 teams. I still believe the best tournament would feature the original 64. With some kind of minimum eligibility requirement for middling high majors. But at this point, factors beyond basketball are pointing toward expansion being inevitable. Are these perfect solutions? No. But a fractured sport without the NCAA tournament as we know it would be far worse.
Sound like the 30 for 30.
Did you
boys.
see where he took that? He basically said,
They would
stop
split up.
crying or we'll take the whole damn thing away.
And I
What
like
is
that.
he he just said, I'll turn this car
He
around,
did. He
doors
said-
on or off.
He said, listen, kids, either you stop fighting or you don't get
I
any.
can't believe the end of that. He basically said, this could go to 72 from 68 or 76. And if you don't like it and you keep complaining, we're just going to take the whole tournament away from you.
He said
There will be
76 or
none.
0. Which would you rather have?
That's
you
basically that line.
You pick.
I think he took it a little too far.
Yeah, I don't think the debate that they're having in there is can we expand or should we shut the tournament down? We either shut it down.
Shut it down. Shut it down now.
He said, we will turn this car around.
Nagatogi Plaza. Shut it down. Shut it down now.
Did you get the we'll turn this car around a lot when you were a kid? You ever get that? I grew up with four brothers, so there was always a
You're one of 5?
Yes, I am.
Oh wow.
Is it Oh wow.
The least favorite.
The least for sure. For sure.
The one they threw back.
I was the one they tried to leave.
You gotta be the third child.
Just fighting for attention all the
I'm
time.
the fourth.
Yeah, we knew you were somewhere in the sandwich.
Yeah.
No, he hates center stage.
I hate center stage as a Virgo.
You know what you are? You're the new expansion. You either want it to be, you want to be the biggest thing ever, or I don't want to be around.
That's right. You either get Adam King or you get nothing. That's my parents
straight
said.
up.
You
Give me
wanna be
liberty
a
or give me
Jeep
death.
with doors on or blown off. Not just
Cole, which would you rather have?
Blown off.
Okay. Well, goodness. Clip that off. All right.
We're coming back.
And give Maddie no context on Monday. Just run it.
Overs and unders. Coming next. Rothman and Ice on the Fan.
We used to have a billboard with our host's face on it, but only ugly people work here now.
You mama say you ugly, hey!
The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Cool cars, cool people, good time. It's the biggest and best hot rodding event of the year. The Good Guys 27th Summit Racing Nationals presented by PPG. All this weekend at the Ohio Expo Center in Columbus. Over 6,000 classics from across the USA. Shop the swap meet at Huge Fender Midway. See which rides take home the crown of the 2025 Classic Instrument Street Rods and PPG Street Machine of the Year. All this weekend at the Ohio Expo Center. Details at good-guys.com.
Hi, this is Bob Masheter from Dick Masheter Ford. Thank you to all of Central Ohio as we head towards 60 years of doing business in the Buckeye State. Dad opened up in 1967 simply trying to offer a better way to buy a car, and we've been working ever since to serve our neighbors. We have served you through wars, recessions, and even a Chinese virus. Here is to serving you and your kids and your grandkids for the next 60 years, except on Sundays when we're closed, because it's the right thing to do. Still 24/7 at masheterford.net. Thanks.
Thinking about buying your first home? Now, with Third Federal, you can buy your first home and pay no PMI. Hi, I'm Mark Stefanski, Chairman and CEO of Third Federal. Private mortgage insurance, or PMI, can cost thousands of dollars over the life of your loan. And you may not realize PMI doesn't protect you. It only protects the lender in case of default. But at Third Federal, you can buy a home with just 5% down and no PMI. Plus, first-time home buyers get $750 off a closing cost. So if you're thinking about buying your first home, go for it and visit thirdfederal.com.
Even before you find a home, lock in 6.44%, APR 6.47% on a 30-year fixed-rate purchase mortgage. Visit thirdfederal.com or call 1-800-3rd-FED today. APR reflects 15% down for $350,000 loan amount. Rate requires automatic payment program and is subject to change. Restrictions apply. See conditions for closing cost coupon at thirdfederal.com/FTHB. Equal housing lender.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone for Window Nation. Did you know their co-founders are Ohio natives? Well, you should. Window Nation has been replacing windows in the Columbus region for over 15 years. Not only does Window Nation know what windows work best for Ohio homeowners like you, they're also local to the area. And right now, you can take advantage of Window Nation's biggest sale of the year. Remember this number, 50% off. All window styles, all from Window Nation. 50% off plus 0 interest for 5 whole years. Yeah, I said that. 5 whole years, 2030. No interest on the windows from Window Nation. Plus, they'll install your new windows in 1 day or less. Get the windows you want for 50% off plus no interest until 2030. What are you waiting for? Call 866-90-NATION or visit windownation.com today to get your free quote on replacement windows. Again, I can't stress this enough. You do not want to miss out on this deal. 866-90-NATION or windownation.com. And tell them T-Bone sent you.
Bishop and Friends.
He wants like the store-bought pumpkin pie. He doesn't want the
doesn't want the hydrogenated oils.
Can't you just buy the pumpkin pie filling?
The puree?
Bishop and Friends, sponsored by Diamond Cellar.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on The Fan.
Introducing the new Dell AI PC, powered by the Intel Core Ultra processor. It helps do your busy work for you, so you can fast forward through editing images, designing presentations, generating code, debugging code, summarizing meeting notes, finding files, managing your schedule, responding to Jim's long emails, leaving all the time in the world for the things you actually want to do. No offense, Jim. Get a new Dell AI PC starting at $699.99 at Dell.com/AI-PC. How those ahead stay ahead.
A SoFi personal loan is here to help you achieve something once thought impossible, overcoming high-interest credit card debt. Walk the tightrope of your finances with one low, fixed-rate monthly payment, no fees required, and as soon as the same-day funding. That's right. Pull off your own debt-defying stunt with a SoFi personal loan. Visit SoFi.com/trick to learn more. Loans originated by SoFi Bank, N.A., member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891.
Want to know anything about the Fans contest, how to win, or what's up for grabs? Check out 971thefan.com. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Rothman and Ice present Overs and Unders.
Sponsored by the Roofing Guys. For all your roofing, siding, and gutter needs, contact the Roofing Guys at theroofingguys.com.
All right, some overs and unders. And by the way, real fast, I just so you're okay. Mm-hmm. On the changeover, they got Djokovic a Tide pen to make sure that whatever grass stains that were experienced.
He does look frustrated about the grass stains, though. Yeah. He's still...
Well, got an alligator on his hat and his shirt, so it's green, so it matches.
Is that lactose brand? Is that what it's called?
Yes. Lactose.
I don't think anybody...
Whoops.
Whoa. What was that?
We'll hear that in a second.
Who was that? That was intern move right there.
That was an intern move.
Who was that? I don't know. Can we identify that man in 3 words? By the way, that would be a good game this summer.
I don't think anybody. Oh, yeah.
Play a clip.
And we have to name who it is.
Identify who it is. It would have to be someone fairly relevant.
Yeah.
But I can't.
I give you 4 words. I don't think anybody. There's your 4 words. We'll hear it in a second.
All right, I wasn't listening intently enough. I was
trying to drag and drop, and I dragged and held, and
can't drag and hold.
And I blew some doors off in the process.
Oh wow! Did you clip off you just looking at the mic or looking at the camera and saying? I was hoping to. Oh man, didn't work.
You want me to say it?
Yeah,
it's all right.
I thought it was going to be clipped off. I don't trust him anymore.
We'll wait to hear the clip.
Yeah,
okay. We'll wait when we get into reruns. All right,
Rothman, I'm dreading your answer on this one. Oh. Novak Djokovic sits at 24 career Grand Slams. How many does he end his career with? 24 and a half.
He's not winning another one.
Dang it.
No.
I like that he said, dang it, like your answer determines.
Well, listen, over the last...
Well, because I kind of agree with him is the problem. I want him to talk me out of it.
Here's the reason. Alcaraz and Sinner are dominating, along with what he did over the last 12 slams. So... you go back the last 3 years, I'd have to double check this, but I think all the slams have been won by those 3. Sinner, Alcaraz, and Joker.
I'd believe you.
Huh. I'll confirm that.
You know what?
So that tells me that if you had a little more randomness, some one-offs, that maybe, but these 2 guys seem, I mean, no one can predict injuries and all that. And what we had with the Nadal-Federer Joker domination, it feels like went from the big 3 to now the big 2+1 model. And I just think he's as much, and he's had some hip problems this week. He's in the semifinals of Wimbledon. That's still awesome. I don't even know if I expected that. But if he does lose in straight sets, and I just don't, how old is he now? 37,
I think 38.
38. Yeah. I don't see it, my man. I think 24 is plenty. And I think we're going to end on that. I'll take the under.
I am going to take the over by 1. I just think that...
and 25 and a half.
No. I think that he gets one more in his career here.
I hope you're right.
I just think you see that happen so often in where the randomness, he's not so much of an outlier that it's like, oh, he's got to have everything go his way. Mm-hmm. He's just got to find it one more time. And I think he does at some point. I don't know which Grand Slam it'll be, but I definitely think he gets it done somewhere.
To Adam's point, I don't want to make it sound like that Novak won all of his slams in his 20s and he hasn't won anything in a while. So to your point, he's proven he can win in his mid-30s. And Federer won one at 36 or 37.
Yeah, Federer at the end was still making it really deep in tournaments.
I will say it feels much different than the Tiger Woods major question, which feels like Tiger would just have to get incredibly lucky.
Adam, Tiger winning the Masters in 2019 was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like that to me was the one I didn't expect.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I'm going to get the Joker one I don't expect.
I think you will. Okay. So that's where we disagree. And when I'm right, you'll...
Well, no, what I mean, I said that wrong. What I mean is he's not an absolute surprise. To me, Tiger was. If he does, this is splitting hairs a little bit.
Because I think people were having the Tiger Woods will he or won't he conversation for like a decade.
Tiger was what a lot of people don't talk about, and Rothman is not a big golf guy, so he doesn't know this. But what a lot of people don't remember is that Tiger was rising up a little bit in the rankings there. Per each tournament, he was getting a little better. He was getting a little more comfortable. He was starting to be in the conversation of, hey, can he do this again? But if you didn't believe that was a real conversation to be had, then yes, it would completely shock you.
I have to go back 6 years now.
Yeah, it's been 6 years?
And think of what wow. Yes, 2019 to 2019.
Oh, my gosh. Just feel like it was yesterday. I still think Tiger gets one more.
All right, so our semi-bet here is that Joker doesn't win another one. Okay.
Yes, and I think
you think he does. Okay.
All right, here's your drop.
I don't think anybody goes back to Flin Flon.
Oh, I know who that is.
That's a fantastic question.
Wait,
all right.
Is that Dean Evison?
Yes.
Yeah.
If you didn't get that, I was going to worry.
Yeah.
I was hoping you would.
Well, I thought it was Dean, and then I was like, oh, well, this is a call-in, but I was...
That would have been great if you didn't get it.
Yeah, then I would have been fired.
Why? You have producers over there that don't know the word Wimbledon and what it means.
That's factual. That is factual. Were you... what was the drop in reference to? Is that our next over-under?
Oh, no.
All right, fire some off here.
Over-unders?
Or we could trail it into the next segment.
We'll trail some into the next segment. Why not? We'll stay true to the clock.
Stay true to the clock.
Here. Oh, I'll give you one, Adam.
He wasn't long and wrong. He was long and mostly right.
Are you talking about me? That's so nice. That's so sweet. I am often mostly right.
All right, we're going to come back.
What is your favorite drop of all time? Think about it, and we're going to talk about it in the next segment. Your favorite drop of all time?
I've got a lot on my little array here.
You got to pick one.
There's about to be one that's about to get added to the array next week. Got it all on record.
Yes. You saw the golf fight?
Oh, yes. That was amazing.
Well, he got it all on record.
You got it all on record? Is that what the guy says?
No, the hockey friend just kept saying, I got it all on record. I got it all.
I like he said, I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop.
It might be a Canadian thing. Like we say we got it all on tape, even though it's not tape. Maybe they just say it's all on record, eh?
There were a couple moments in there where you could hear the Canadian accent come out that made me chuckle a little bit. Just because of the intensity of the moment. Also, the way he just grabs
ragdolled him into the
and
pond.
Just threw him. I'll show you. There's they put a little scorecard up right where that guy went in the pond. And it put the moment on there. R.I.P. Whoever the guy was.
He crawled out of there though.
He did, and he got right back up each time. I mean, I was very. If somebody's hitting you and saying "bam" while they're hitting you, get out of there.
Yeah,
run. That guy
almost made it feel like it was staged when he was hitting him that way and giving his own play-by-play.
Listen, you have met your match. If somebody's hitting you and saying, bang, bang.
We'll get in some college football in the next hour after a SportsCenter update and maybe the party crasher for this season. Rothman and Ice on the Fan.
Catch T-Bone and Tyvus weekday mornings from 6 to 9. If you're not completely satisfied, we'll rewind time and erase your brain. For real, the Fan.
Life's better with American Family Insurance. Because we know in making the most of your home, DIY doesn't just stand for do it yourself. It also means dream it yourself. And we're here to help protect the dreams you're building. Save up to 23% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Common Man here. I want to talk to you about my buddy Bob Capace from Worthington Jewelers. It's rare that a business comes along and offers you such great quality, service, price. If you or someone you love or like, or even strangers on the street tell you they need a jeweler, tell them you got a guy, and that guy is Bob Capace at Worthington Jewelers.
I'm Bob Capace, and I'm your guy.
Worthington Jewelers on High Street in Worthington, worthingtonjewelers.com, where Columbus gets engaged.
Newman Roofing, as part of their 2025 Commitment to Community initiative, is proud to sponsor the Fan and 10 TV's Beat the Heat Fan Drive, benefiting Life Care Alliance. You can help Ohio's most vulnerable residents deal with the extreme heat this summer. How can you help? Purchase new box fans and bring them to the nearest Franklin County Fire Station, or you can buy online and ship fans directly to Life Care Alliance. The collection and distribution of fans is to assist residents who are at risk of heat stroke or heat exhaustion. For more information, go to lifecarealliance.org.
Hi, I'm Rick Germain, and at Toyota West, we're having our biggest pre-owned sales event of the year. With over 600 new and pre-owned vehicles, Toyota West at I-270 and Georgesville Road has the car you're searching for. And during our Go Forth sales event, every pre-owned vehicle is discounted and comes with a 72-hour exchange policy plus a 3-month warranty. At Toyota West, you don't have to choose between a great experience and a great price. We deliver both. Come see us at the Germain Auto Mall on Georgesville Road or get started today at ToyotaWest.com.
This radio commercial was made to convince you to stop speeding. We can't use siren sound effects on the radio, so we'll use other equally jarring sound effects to get your attention. Like telling you that whether you drive a little over the speed limit or a lot, you can crash just the same. You could hurt yourself or worse, others.
I'm at the scene of the collision.
And the damage you cause will be beyond repair. See? We didn't have to use crash or siren sounds after all. Speeding catches up with you. Brought to you by NHTSA.
Do you have 3 ex-wives and your current trophy wife wants a life insurance policy 3 times the size of the policies you had to purchase for your previous mistakes? If so, you need to call Big Lou at Term Provider, 800-777-1225. Big Lou is intimately familiar with your problems, and if you're 50 or 60 years old and in reasonably good health, a $1 million policy should only cost about $100 to $200 per month. Big Lou may have a solution for your previous policies as well. You may even save enough money to lighten the load on your new $1 million policy. Remember, call Big Lou. He's like you, except he's only on number 2. Call Term Provider at 800-777-1225. That's 800-777-1225. For $1 million in term life insurance that you can live with. Call Big Lou at 800-777-1225. 800-777-1225.
Boating season is finally here, and Buckeye Lake Marina is your go-to destination for all your on-the-water needs. With the largest inventory in Central Ohio, you can choose from top brands like Bennington, South Bay, Crown Line, and more. Buckeye Lake Marina has it all. Pontoon boats, luxury tri-toon boats, even merch. Open 7 days a week to serve you better. Find your next dream boat at Buckeye Lake Marina. Visit BuckeyeLakeMarina.com today for all your on-the-water needs. The good life, the lake life, starts at Buckeye Lake Marina.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Hey, that's the spirit. Right now, we're celebrating free with a free STP oil filter when you buy 5 quarts of oil and free Duralast brake pads when you buy 2 rotors. Like always, free battery testing, charging, and recycling at every store. Celebrate free at AutoZone now through July 28th.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
A Progressive Home and Auto Bundle can protect you round the clock, but we can't protect you from those painful moments in sports.
Oh, I can't believe we blew a 5-touchdown lead.
Sure, but you got to feel like they were going to win for almost the entire game.
But I was about to buy playoff tickets.
So you were prepared for a good time. That's pretty nice.
It's the worst loss any team has ever had.
And you got to witness history.
Okay, we're done here.
Well, at least your home and auto are protected with a bundle from Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. Sports Center.
Good afternoon. I'm Ryan Baker at Wimbledon today. Carlos Alcaraz defeated Taylor Fritz in 4 sets to advance to the men's final. Jannik Sinner is currently up 1 set on Novak Djokovic for the other spot. The Cleveland Guardians and Chicago White Sox got rained out last night. That means a doubleheader today in Chicago. The first one gets underway at 3:10 with Logan Allen taking on Shane Smith. Game 2 scheduled to start at 8:10. Gavin Williams versus Jonathan Cannon, the pitching matchup. The Cincinnati Reds welcome the Colorado Rockies to Great American Ballpark tonight at 7:10. Rookie Chase Burns gets the start for Cincinnati. He'll take on Herman Marquez. Coverage on ESPN Columbus gets underway at 6:40. We'll join it in progress here on The Fan at 8. And the Columbus Clippers continue their series with the Louisville Bats at 7:05. This one's sponsored by RCD RV Supercenter in Heath, Delaware, Pataskala, and online at rcdrv.com.
A perfect afternoon parlay. This is Rothman and Ice.
I mean, I don't want you to play it unless we get approval. All right, so second hour of the program, Rothman and Ice. Anthony Rothman here, Adam King to my right. The loose cannon behind the glass.
That's not
Last week, I said that one of my pet peeves this time of year is when you have a lot of experts and media people, national people saying Wimbledon. And there's not a T in it.
There's
last time I checked.
There is.
It's Wimbledon.
It is spelled W-I-M-B. Well done.
Yes. And so I'm not sure, but Bake knows I love him, but I thought I heard a little bit of a T in the update. Not positive.
If I'm a betting man, we're about to see Baker show back up here.
I'm kind of saying it to see if he's listening, and B, because he's right in his little closet there next door, and he could come out of there and then peer through the glass.
Yeah.
And then I'll know he heard me.
Yeah.
Or he may be already scouting Hooters on his way down to Florida.
Listen, he's got to draw that roadmap. He's going to try to stop at every single one on the way.
Let's do a loose cannon move and just investigate this.
On the air?
The Fan.
Let's see if he said Wimbledon or Wimbledon.
Good afternoon. I'm Ryan Baker at Wimbledon today. Carlos.
That's a T.
I heard Wimbledon.
That's a T. But you just said Wimbledon.
Yeah, Wimbledon.
So I think we all...
You said, let me investigate. Let's see whether he said
Wimbledon or Wimbledon.
Wimbledon.
He did not.
I think I made it worse than it was.
Yeah.
You know, there was some guy
Just
at
got
home.
a picture of a Jeep with the doors blown off.
Ridiculous.
Nicole, I am so sorry.
There's some guy at home that is so confused why the Sports Center update just played twice. And then now he's like, I want to hear what happened at Wimbledon.
Well, the podcast we need to play it for the podcast listeners. I don't think the update makes it into the podcast.
You know what's wild is I'm getting a call from my girlfriend right now.
Okay.
I made it very clear that I was on radio from 12.
Do you want to answer it?
I do not. We're not going to put
it. Could be an emergency. She knows you're on the air. If Jim Tressel took 3 calls from wife Ellen during the show when I had him on.
It was 2.
It was 2?
It was only 2.
Oh, sorry. Like, that's the important part.
Yeah.
He took the calls is the point.
That's hilarious.
Ice, good to see you.
So
that is absolutely.
I think you should have probably taken it.
On air? Put her on speaker?
No, don't do that. But take the call. Make sure everything's okay.
We have our system.
Listen,
everybody should have a system of when you know things are important.
You're allowed on this show to sit a few plays out, champ.
I didn't know how to tell you this, and we've been working to tell you, but people are not calling in, and people aren't listening to you. It's me that they're tuned in for. Uh-oh. Okay.
That was dead air. That's what they hear after you said that. I just wanted to see how uncomfortable that could get. Is there an emergency? Do you have to leave?
I might have to step out for a second.
Seriously?
Yes.
So I'm going to get, I hope something's okay.
Yeah.
Number 2, I'm going to get credit for this because I'm going to get points for this.
You do get
because
points.
If she knew you were here doing the show and she called, and it wasn't a commercial break. Although TV people tend to treat radio pretty casually,
as we're seeing right now.
You know.
Yeah.
Well, what I mean is where they walk in, you can be on the air and just pull up a mic. We don't do that in TV studio.
No. All right, I'm going to step out and take this phone call, and I'll be right back. This is a first for me.
Okay, if it's nothing horrible, you'll have to at least say what it was.
Yes, I'll have to update everyone.
Okay. And then tell her she interrupted the show. Like if it's something not that.
Okay.
I just want to make sure everything's okay.
Yeah.
I think you should have answered.
Okay, I'll be right back.
All right, see you later.
I think if he doesn't inform us of what the phone call was, his makeup should be that he has to tell us who almost hit you in the parking lot. He has to give us one or the other.
I already know who almost hit me in the parking lot, and I just didn't feel it was fair to that person to out it on the air. I just was I wanted to, whether that was ethical or not, I didn't know. But now he knows, hey, she came in, she's coming in late. I've already tipped my hand. It's a female. And I didn't even give that information a couple weeks ago. Did I?
No, you did not.
I did not.
We didn't know who it was.
Right. So here we are. Joel Klatt thinks he knows who are the party crashers for this year in college football. I'll tell you the team that has the most pressure right now because all they do is get talked about, and that is Illinois. Illinois, people are either way overboard or not. They lost a top returning rusher. Didn't they lose McCray to Georgia?
Honestly,
they lost him. Anyway.
And I should know that.
People like them. They're coming off a 10-win season. Brett Bielema's team is all about the trenches. All Big Ten dudes up front. They've got a good team. Luke Altmaier is a very good player, very good quarterback. And I'm telling you that they very much could be what everyone's saying. But they are not hiding from anyone. That's the point, is that if they thought they were going to fly under the radar, they are not. Because, A, they're being compared now to being this year's Indiana to crash the party. And the other part is that you could make this case, they don't have as easy of a schedule as Indiana did. Illinois has to go to, well, let me double check this.
Well, actually, Joel Klatt may disagree with you. Would you let me to play it?
Yes, go ahead.
Brett Bielema has built this team into what he wants. Physical, tough. They win against South Carolina in the bowl game. They show the level that they can get to. 16 starters are back, 9 on offense, 7 on defense. Luke Altmaier is back for his 3rd season. We've seen what returning production, returning experience does, in particular at the quarterback position. Altmaier being back is huge. The entire offensive line is back in front of them. The defense should be solid. They don't have to play Penn State, Oregon, or Michigan, and they get Ohio State at home. I think they've hit the lottery in the Big Ten. Their first 2 big games at Indiana and then home against USC. Those are back-to-back weeks in September, so we're going to know a lot about Illinois early. This year's Indiana is Illinois, a team that their schedule is perfect, their roster is perfect, there is experience in the right places, and there is a guy at the helm. This case, Brett Bielema, knows exactly what he's doing.
All right, he's not wrong about the schedule. I just eyeballed it. I thought they had a little tougher schedule. They do go to Indiana in week 4. While that's not considered tough, it's going to be considered competitive. And that will be the game to decide whether they're this year's Indiana. Because if you can't beat Indiana this year on the road, then you can't be this year's Indiana. I wouldn't think.
I just feel like there's so often that we pick a team from the next season that has to be the team from last year. What if there is no this year?
Well, I think we're doing that for one big reason, Adam. I think we're doing that because of the new expanded to 12. That now we're getting teams in that wouldn't normally get in. So that's the fun game to play, is that you can have a team that no one would ever have thought of being in a college football playoff. I think that is the fun part of it. And we didn't get the upsets that I thought we could get last year. It was a crapshoot last year. We didn't know whether any of those teams, and then we went through that game of, if they got the bye, they lost momentum or this. So it's all new. So I don't mind playing this game now because this is all new.
It's all new, but I still feel like we are giving the credence to a team. Like, I don't know, Illinois, you're telling me Illinois is going to be a playoff team? And I feel like sometimes we pick a team like that, but we don't actually have the backing other than we like Brett Bielema and they return a lot of players. You know, Brett Bielema's good coach. But there are a lot of teams out there that return a lot of players, and we don't see anything come of it.
They won some games last year. They looked okay. But when you think about what they did against Penn State and Oregon, and not that Oregon was bad. Oregon was very, very good. But they weren't in that ball game. And then they went on a little run. So I really don't mind him saying it. I don't think I would absolutely bet on it, except I do like their schedule. That's probably the biggest thing you can say about them. Aside that you like their talent, that they are fairly deep and where it counts, you could make the case of that their schedule, like Indiana's last year, and Indiana was an exciting offensive football team, that it could get them in. It really could. I don't even know what the odds are. We'd have to look at the odds of Illinois making the playoff, but you're right. They're not, by the way, they're not going to be, well, they won't be preseason top 10. We know that. And they probably won't, they'll be preseason top 20.
I think they will, only because
they probably will be.
People are buying into them, and that's how you end up with and that does change things. If you're preseason top 20, then all you've got to do is climb 8 spots by the end of the year.
You have to also qualify in identity. And what I mean by that is there are only so many teams that can say they're going to be this year's party crasher. Arizona State can't say that anymore. They made it.
Yeah.
They've been in the party.
And
you're not going to say that about Florida, probably. You'd say it about the BYUs and teams that aren't always in this party, right? I mean, there are only a certain amount of teams that would qualify. Boise State, those teams, those are the ones. It's not a big pool of party crashers.
And you know what I think is interesting is by setting the prerequisite for Illinois that they could be a party crasher this year, you're giving them a bump because it's a lot harder to be a team that comes like, let's say Northwestern came out of nowhere this year, and it's going to take 8 weeks for anybody to take Northwestern serious. But if Illinois...
No. It would take 3 weeks.
No.
If they beat Oregon in week 3, you wouldn't take them seriously?
How did you know Northwestern?
Because I'm from Chicago, and I found my dad went there. And
let's pick a team. Rutgers. Let's look at the Rutgers schedule. It's going to take a lot of wins for you to really buy into Rutgers. They play Oregon in week... If they go 5-0, you're still not going to believe it. But for Illinois, even if they were to struggle and lose their big game of the season, although for the Buckeyes, that's a tough game. That is certainly one you got to circle.
Which one?
The Ohio State at Illinois.
Oh, at Illinois. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm saying there's a really good
chance. You were saying Rutgers.
No.
You were just talking about Rutgers, and I'm like, that's the one you got to circle.
That's telling me that I thought you were going to take Rutgers seriously if they beat OU and Miami in the first 2 games.
What I thought he was going to say was, that's the week before Michigan. That's a trap.
No, that's not a trap. The trap game is at Champaign Illinois could very well be undefeated in that game. Could be 2 undefeated teams going head to head.
How could it be a trap game if they're 2 undefeated teams?
Because it's Illinois.
Boom, got them.
But you know what I mean? You're working at Wisconsin after that. You've got Penn State
it's like
coming
going to Czechoslovakia. It's like going to Wisconsin. You zip in, you zip out.
Yeah, you're going to Champaign. I'm sure it'll be a noon game, which is 11 Central Time.
If Illinois is undefeated when they're playing Ohio State in week, 6?
Yeah, week 8, maybe. I don't know. I made that up.
It's game 6 for sure.
Game 6.
All right, so if they're undefeated, Illinois is borderline top 10.
No.
Yes, borderline.
I would
top 15?
Yeah, top 15.
They're going to be preseason top 20.
They're
undefeated.
Because they finished the season
I'm just
top
saying
20.
It can't be a trap game if
they're fake top 15 though. That's
okay.
The problem.
Well, that would be maybe the narrative, but not the fact that no one would see them coming.
You look at them and you're like, all right, I don't know.
You know what the narrative of that game is going to be?
What?
We're going to find out how for real Illinois is, and they're
going to be very closely ranked,
and that's a chance for them to switch to confirm the entire. Wait, what?
What?
I said Ohio State and Illinois heading into that game are going to be very closely ranked.
Okay, well, cool.
Oh, because you anticipate them losing to Texas.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, okay.
See, I pick his brain.
Wait,
I know
that's an interesting take.
It's another very interesting take.
Let me ask you this.
Let's go for the radio.
1 loss Ohio State or undefeated Illinois. Who's ranked higher in that game?
Ranked higher, Ohio State will be.
Yeah, unless they got thumped.
Yeah.
But even then, they probably will be. All right, we'll come back with pressure cooker, and then you need to make sure.
Yeah.
Because
Pressure cooker,
I
I'm
would
ready.
only allow you to leave here to take a call for one reason, and that if something's going on with the dog. If something's going on with the dog, then you can go. Anything else, you really should stay.
I woke up this morning and the dog had thrown up all over the carpet. I had to clean that up. That's how I started my
Probably listened to your sportscast last night.
Brutal. He did.
Pressure
She
cooker
did.
next. Rothman and Ice on the Fan.
We have so many local shows, I can't fit them in a 10-second promo. So let's just say we're live and local all damn day. The Fan.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
When it comes to your roofing, siding, or gutter needs, call Newman Roofing. 614-NEW-ROOF. NewmanRoofing.com.
Experience the ultimate gridiron experience at the Ohio State Football Training Camp, presented by Safe Flight, Bob's Discount Furniture, and Weber, happening at the Woody Hayes Athletic Center July 31st through August 2nd. Don't miss your chance to get the first look at your Ohio State football team. Bring your friends and family and dive into the excitement with inflatables, giveaways, and more. Tickets are limited, so get yours today to ensure you don't miss out on the fun. Visit universe.com/OSU Training Camp 2025 to purchase your tickets today.
Are you ready for the ultimate entertainment experience? It's all here, only with Spectrum TV Select. Popular apps are included: Disney Plus, Max, Peacock Premium, Paramount Plus, AMC Plus, and more. And live TV for sports, entertainment, and news. Enjoy across your devices no matter when or where you are. Get Spectrum TV Select and start streaming your favorites today. It's all here. Visit spectrum.com/entertainment. Restrictions apply.
This is This Date in Reds Baseball with team historian Greg Rhodes.
Tony Perez made the All-Star team in 1967 in his first full year as the Reds' third baseman. And on this July 11th at the All-Star game in Anaheim, Perez entered the game in the 10th inning, replacing Dick Allen, and struck out in his first appearance against the American League pitcher Catfish Hunter. Then in the top of the 15th, Perez came to bat again and hit a home run off Catfish that won the game. Perez was named MVP in this, his first All-Star game, and Tony would go on to appear in 6 more All-Star contests, but that would be his only home run, in fact, his only hit. And it was one for the history books. This July 11th, 1967, this date in Reds baseball.
This Date in Reds Baseball is brought to you by the Cincinnati Reds Hall of Fame and Museum, presented by Dinsmore. Celebrating greatness, preserving history, providing inspiration.
For over 78 years, our family's been part of your love stories. At Diamond Seller, we offer bigger diamonds, better prices, and timeless designs for every chapter of your life. From your first yes to your forever I do, trust the jeweler who knows diamonds best. Visit Diamond Seller today.
If only there was a radio show that constantly talked about Ohio State athletics. Well, good news. It's real, baby. The Buckeye Show.
Weeknights at 6.
Proud to be your flagship home of the Buckeyes. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Have you experienced foot or ankle pain during or after sports, running, or exercising at the gym? Nagging aches in your foot or ankle that won't go away? Podiatric physicians can provide you with important foot care solutions, shoe inserts, or show you how to support your feet and ankles so you're able to compete or exercise comfortably. Ohio Foot and Ankle Medical Association podiatric physicians are located throughout the state and have been serving the profession and the public for over 100 years. For more information or to find a member of the Ohio Foot and Ankle Medical Association near you, visit ohiofoot.org.
Summer is in full swing. If you think you're hot, well, so are your trees. You can help your trees by watering them, especially if they're newly planted. During the hot, dry summer months, your trees could use a water boost. Watering new trees a few times a week will help them survive while they're developing their root system, so don't forget about them. To find out more about watering trees or to find a certified arborist near you, go to treesforohio.org. That's trees, the number 4, ohio.org.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Happy Friday, everybody. We will see another summer-like afternoon as those temperatures get into the low 90s, but it will still be humid with mostly sunny skies and minimal chances of showers and thunderstorms. It'll be a lot more isolated today. Mostly clear skies tonight and lows in the 70s. And then for Saturday, we'll see temperatures getting into the low 90s. The humidity still building in and plenty of sunshine with a better chance of showers and storms the second half of the day. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with your 10 weather impact forecast.
Bet365, the official online sports book of Rothman and Ice. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Rothman and Ice present Under Pressure.
Sponsored by 3D Cabinetry. 3dcabinetry.net, where quality meets affordability.
All right, a little pressure cooker action. Would you like to put anybody in the pressure cooker today?
I've got a lot of people that I'd like to put in the pressure cooker. You go first.
I'm putting this Italian stallion, Yannick Sinner, in the cooker right now. He just got broken in the third. He's up 2 sets to love, but I'll take you back a little bit. So since, I guess, where are we? You go all the way back to last summer. He's been great, 48-4, but he's 0-3 against Alcaraz. He's 48-1 against everyone else. And so he made the semis 2 years ago. Grass is by far his worst surface. He certainly can win it. His draw, I thought, helped him a little bit. He got completely bailed out down 2 sets to love against Dimitrov. He found some form against Ben. Don't call me Blake Shelton, Maddie. But potentially this match against Joker was going to be tough. He's up 2 sets to 1, but I'm fast-forwarding. If he wins this, he has 3 grannies, 2 Aussie Opens, and a U.S. Open. He lost that epic battle at the French to Carlos. The pressure to get revenge right away is real, but he's in a semi-pressure cooker right now if Joker were to win this set, which he probably should, and then you start feeling like maybe the all-time Grand Slam champ is not going down without a fight. This could get very interesting if he loses the third. So I'm putting Yannick Sinner in the cooker.
And it's closing in on 4-0.
Yeah. Sinner may not expend a lot of energy now in this set. He may let it go.
He may punt.
Yeah, he may.
I am putting one Paul Feinbaum in the pressure cooker. And here's
the
why.
F-bomb?
Is that what they call him?
I do.
That's nice. I have had enough of the hot takes for hot takes' sake. For people that just say things so that it gets written in articles and that gets blasted everywhere. And so Paul Feinbaum, if you haven't learned, said that Texas will definitely beat Ohio State. You know what, Paul? You better be right on this one. Because if you keep saying it over and over and over again and you keep getting it wrong, people are going to stop listening.
Are we
on the air?
I think that...
that was so subtle.
It's a prediction. And
it's not a prediction.
It's a guarantee?
It's a guarantee.
Right.
And those are two different things.
So what would be the difference between him saying that and Ohio State winning and Jeremiah Smith saying what he did and if Ohio State loses to Michigan? What would be the difference?
The difference is Jeremiah Smith plays football. Paul Feinbaum does not. He has no control over the Texas-Ohio State game.
That's the point.
Yeah.
He has no control over it.
He has no control, and yet he has declared that they definitely will win. And I'm tired of that because he said it solely so that the people at what is it, SEC Network and all those that listen to the Paul Feinbaum show go, that's my guy. He declared it.
Isn't it